Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
To me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, I'm sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Alrighty, here we go again. I got the I'm Knuff sweatshirt on, so you know what that means. Either I'm A, cold, B, sick, C, tired, or D, drunk. That's right. Ding, 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 ding. It's B. I'm sick. I was just going to probably do the first two, but it was funny if I did the other two. Yep. Back at it again. I'm fucking sick. I'm not like bad. I'm not like terrible though. But like, man, shit. I don't know. I really don't know. But you are listening to Midnight Ramen. I was almost about to go into the thing again, the radio show stuff, which has nothing to do with anything. But you know what? Why don't we go backwards? Because we're driving down many kinds of roads today. You can go to Spotify where you can watch every single one of these episodes from episode 100 and onward on there. Unless if I somehow fix the IS or RSS or whatever the feed is. I don't know. Man, you would think I would have figured it out by now. It's kind of a lack of, I just haven't really put any thought into it, and also part of like, fuck, I don't know. Just like combine the two. But also on Spotify, for sure, you can catch every single episode of Midnight Ramen, the radio show, which is like a 5-year anniversary of each episode, a retrospective too, of each episode, when they aired, or to the date. So when the episode drops is when the literal 5th anniversary of each episode. And it's crazy because we're getting closer to the end of doing that. May, some point in May, it's the last episode, which is going to suck because it's a double long episode, but there's other things to wait before that. Yeah. Good show, good ones of those coming up. I know that. You can go to my YouTube where you can watch all these episodes, whatever, edited, I guess. Not really. But you can really, for sure, watch these happen live at twitch.tv/Meltzalurk Original, where not only you can watch it happen live, you can interact in the chat, change how this show goes. Yeah. Watch this again unedited, really live. And you can watch the after show, which is more of this afterwards kind of stuff. I mean, it's more streaming. Who doesn't want more streaming from a streamer with not many, with under 200 followers and very, 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 well, I would say I'm consistent on these, but like a very inconsistent streaming schedule outside of these episodes. Who would want that? If you are the few, the proud, the Marines, I mean the people that are subbed to me, shout out to you. I know my girlfriend is. I don't know who else. I could check. I never redeemed any of the payouts from Twitch or whatever. I probably could. I could like maybe what, 100, maybe $200 throughout the whole entire time that I've been whatever. I could probably get something from that. I don't know. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. And even in that time too, I don't think I've ever gotten a hype train going, which is fucked up when you really think about it. I mean, I do stream at the worst times. These shows are literally at midnight. My brother in Christ, getting everyone in together to do that is kind of insane. And not to bash some of the friends that are consistent to this. Not the most financially stable, not in like a mean way, but like, yeah. I mean, you do compare, like, let's just compare, like, say, my main man, Outsider. Bro's married, he's still got to probably pay that off. Rent, utilities, it's tournament season for the boys, so, like, him and Crown River are busy at this time of year. I think it kind of just started with, so rip. I ain't gonna be playing Magic with them for a while. I don't think, unless if by some will of God, act of God, they're available on like, I don't know, a Monday night. Who knows? And even then, but when they're back, we'll play some more. I've built way too many decks. I'm gonna be honest. I've built a lot of decks. Oh, I know I've already shown it, but let me get this fucker out. I just absolutely love this deck box. It's by Ultimate Guard, I think. Normally, I'm a Gamegenics guy. 100% Gamegenics. Like, I love their products. I don't know about card sleeves. I haven't really tried their card sleeves, but like, come on, a deck box like this, a dual deck box for the precons, perfect. Chronicle of Victory, even though technically I didn't do any. This card is not even in there. Kind of hilarious, but I love the artwork of this box. Just perfect. Also, the decks in it are good. Very good. Too good. Not actually, like, I haven't really play tested them live, but like, I do know the Elementals one is amazing. And then the -1/-1 counters, I feel like is a absolute, part of my language, bastard. No reason for it to be as mean as it is. But that's enough Magic talk. Well, I need to calm my trigger finger when it comes to talking about Magic. I have like lands and stuff in the background that I need to figure out a home for, which I've been like working at recently, trying to not only document the stuff that I have, but also put it get it in a state that I can like lump it together, I guess. I don't know. Clean it up. That's probably the best term that I'm thinking of. It's also hard too, because like the way that I'm categorized, I'm going like deep into like how I want to like sort them out and scan them and all this other stuff. It's crazy. Like, I only did it for like, I cleaned up what was on my desk. I said I was going to stop talking about this, but I'm not. But like, I had a bunch on my desk. So like, if we go to the pack opening thing, like I had like pile. And it was like new stuff, like stuff I opened on stream and that were just on here. So I'm like, well, I got to clean it up anyway. So I'm like, might as well just scan the new cards. I sorted them out, got them scanned in, put them away. Well, some. and now clean space. But we'll get to the pack opening way later in the show. In like 21 minutes or so. Yeah. What else? Man, it has not been a very great week or month or even year. Honestly, like, I don't mean like for me. Well, no, it has been a terrible year, but like, I feel like I don't know, something about this year just like feels like driving on a dirt road. Like, it just doesn't feel right. Like driving a right, like not like a dune buggy or something that like is supposed to, that is made to be driven on a dirt road, like, rough terrain. No, it feels like driving like a fucking Windstar, like a minivan on a dirt road. It's like, doesn't feel right. It's bumpy as hell, and man, you're sitting in the back just like praying, like holding on. It's funny, but also at the same time, it's horrifying. So honestly, it's enough to like, it makes me want to like not chug, because I'm not up for it today. But I'm like gonna drink to that, man, because like all the celebrity deaths, like recently, especially like, what was it, Dreamy or whatever, I can't remember his name from was it Grey's Anatomy or whatever. That guy, Catherine O'Hara, bunch of voice actors and stuff like that. Like even national stuff. It's crazy the amount of people that have like passed away in like the last month or so, or even like this year overall. It's wild. So you know what? Fuck it. We'll drink to that. I'm not chugging it though. Ain't no way, brother. I'm not in the. I've been like sipping on water the entire day, trying to keep myself cool. I will say though, although I am like sick, I'm completely functional. Completely functional. Like today, I did like a good. I did my shift, and the day before that, uh, like I did like a 13-hour shift. So yeah, I am like, nah, and I was like kind of sick then. I was more sick I feel like I'm more sick now. When I got off work, I wasn't too bad. I mean, I was bad, but it wasn't this bad. But I think it'll go away. It sucks too because I wanted to go to the gym, but then like Monday, I'm just like, man, I know I'm gonna have to be stuck here all the time. So I'm like, shit, I might as well just like not go today. Then Tuesday comes around, man, I'm not feeling that great. I know, like it was just like one of the days I knew I was gonna be working late. So I'm like, well, I can't go to the gym on Tuesday. And then today, I woke up late and then got to work like an hour after I was supposed to be in. I mean, I compensated by working an hour later. It was all good. And then, I was like, well, on my way out, I'm like, I could do the gym, but I wasn't up for it. And plus, like, I don't want to get other people sick, and the rare chance that I do go to the gym, and then, but yeah, I didn't want to do that. I'm not like, this is like, I'm kind of hamming it up a little bit here. I'm being a little bit rough. I could talk normally, but like, I have to put a little bit more effort into it. Whereas like, if I'm talking about right here, this is kind of where I'm at. I feel like I definitely, by actually talking the way I usually do, I kind of helped it. Because I felt like I was talking a little lower than this. But now, if I'm talking normally, you still kind of hear it. Or like how I usually do, you kind of still hear it. But I'm putting a lot of effort into this. This kind of sucks. But like, where I'm at right now, I like functional. functional. And I feel, and it's weird too because I haven't even talked about it, but the Olympics have just came and went. And in recent years, in recent times, I'd said like, oh, the only thing I'd see is like figure skating and maybe skiing or whatever other event one time. This year, oh my God, I saw a lot of stuff. Crazy. I mean, it's also when you watch it, but I feel like the past two of them, I didn't see any other event except for maybe a skiing event or two, maybe a snowboard, who knows, but all just figure skating. It's like, brother, there are other events, but I feel like this go around, it's probably because I was watching more of it. I was able to catch more events. The one that sucks though that I didn't like fully see the end of it was the hockey game, the gold medal match between the U.S. and Canada, where like it went into overtime, and we're like, well, we could stick around, but we're like, we got to go to church, or whatever. So we start heading out, and the overtime just began, and we get to like the closest stoplight, and already we tune into like the radio station that's like trying to like commentate over it, or that's commentating over it, about it, and they're like, yep, they just did it. Yep, like not even 5 minutes. Yep, the U.S. team won it. This is kind of crazy. We did it. The last time that it's happened was the Miracle on Ice, that the U.S. got the gold medal in hockey. Insane. Like, that was the game my dad bet on. Jesus Christ. During his time in the Navy. Like, that's how long it's been. 46 years. 46. God damn. That is insane. But good for them. Like, man. Also, like, just some of the other, like, events. And people are like, what was the U.S. on top? Fucking Norway, man. I tell you what. A lot of their gold medals, and I don't want to bash on them, are on the same events. Like, you got fucking cross-country skiing, shit like that. Or just skiing. It's like, yeah. I think that's kind of where a lot of their golds came from. If I were to guess. Like, when I was watching those events, they were, like, the top competitor. There's also this one event that's, like, new. It was, like, kind of cross-country skiing, but it was more of a sprint up a hill. And they had to put, like, different variations of skiing, but it was, like, weird, and it was strange. But, like, I guess it was fun to watch. I don't know. I like watching the ones where they have the gun, the skiing, and then they shoot. I forget what I don't think they say the exact name of it, but like that's like fun to watch. Just like the crowd's just like, oh, whenever someone makes a shot. It's just the crowd reaction's freaking hilarious. I love watching that. Curling. There was one match that the U.S. that I was watching with U.S. versus China. I think it was like the men's team. And I was just like, it was like the end of the match, like the 10th, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I should probably know a bit more since like I'm in a state that has a lot of curling rinks. But like the absolute chuds that were on that team, how the fuck did they lose to China like that? Like, actually, how did they fucking lose? Because, yeah, although they were first, they lined up their last stone just absolutely perfect. So that way the Chinese could just come in and knock not just one stone out, but 2 stones out. It's like, you guys are such fuckheads. Like, go on the offense and hit their stones. Like, you have the ability to do that. Like, yeah, they were trying to protect their main stone for like most of that end or whatever the heck the round is called. But it was like, dude, how do you fuck up the last shot? You fucked up the last shot. My guy. And then they just stood there like, "Rrr," like absolute fucking chuds. Like, dude, absolute whiff. I think the women's team were better, but like I remember seeing one of their matches, like, how the hell? I'm not saying that I've never done curling, I'm gonna be honest, but like, man, what the hell? We shouldn't be this bad at it. Especially if, like, you know, curling's a major thing now, especially in the northern states. Like, man, what? It's also crazy too, the like watching the Olympics, like all the drone work. Like, it would be insane it would be crazy and cool to be like a drone operator. I mean, it'd probably suck because like you gotta have like, you need to be able to fly a drone at top speeds, maintain a target. Like, insane. Like running it, like going super duper fast, like 70 miles an hour, maintaining and going through curves and stuff like that. Nuts. Maintaining a good shot. Yeah. I don't know, man. But it's also cool too because like some of the drones are like so small that they're like 1 pound. Like, insane. How even? Like, like, have a drone the size that could fit in the palm of my hand be able to output like broadcast quality resolution, like 4K. I don't know, 4K, quote unquote, maybe, I don't know, resolution for multiple hours on end, and it weighs less than a pound. Are you fucking kidding me? And it flies at 70 miles an hour. What the fuck? What the actual shit? That's crazy, But yeah. Damn. I just had a moment thought, but I'm like, NDA. Dang. But it's probably information that I whatever. But I don't want to give any information because NDA. But no, this week for work is absolutely screwed. I'm just working a lot this week. I'm guessing probably not, but I think it's obtainable for me to get 60 hours this week. Very obtainable. And I have just 2 more days to work. It's very possible. I was at 29 when I left. It is possible. I don't think I will get there. But that's not to say that I won't. Will I be happy about it? Not really. But also at the same time, it's like, well, we need help. It's not like even the problem is, and I don't want to get like too deep into like the weeds of like what's the operations of my job, but the problem is, like, yeah, we can hire people to help out for a thing, but they don't know how our stuff works. They don't know how we set things up. They don't know how such and such is supposed to go. Some people do because they've done it enough with us. but it's rare. And it's even then, you then mix it up with people that don't really know what's going on. And then it's like, well, shit, why are they here? We just have extra bodies to move heavy weights. And it's not that they can't help. It's just that by the time that we tell them what to do, we could have just done it ourselves, you know? So I think we're trying to make a lot of moves to get people on, like, hired and caught up to speed, because, and like try to change some things. And like, again, I don't want to get too deep in the weeds, but like change how we operate, which I think honestly freaking great. Like, it only gets better from here. And honestly, in the however many years that I've, like 3 years that I've worked at my job currently, like, I have no intentions of leaving. Like, you have to really do something to fuck it up. But I love it. It gets better every day. Although I have some shit days, you know, it's fun. I love it. I absolutely love it. Shit weeks too. But like, it's gotten a lot better. I still remember having to do not only this job, but also working at Pizza Ranch at the same time. I was like, I could not do that. Like, now I would just be so fed up. I would just be the grumpiest guy. I would have gotten fired from one, some way, somehow. I don't know. But I would have just probably lost, like, just blown a casket on someone, and it would have not been good. Because, like, back in those times, I was working, like, oh God, there were weeks I was working, like, 80. Gosh. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it, I was working, like, every fucking day. For, like, weeks. It was insane. I'm just glad I don't have to do it anymore. And part of it was not even because, like, I wanted to do it. No, it's like out of necessity for the job. I needed to be there. Well, like, with some of the changes, though, it's definitely improving, advancing. And I think maybe, like, I don't know. I have no intentions of leaving. It would really take a lot for me to consider that. Like, really would. And it's not because I'm one of those people that likes to settle, or like, I found something good. No, I just really think it is a good job. I love the benefit. Like, could I go somewhere else and get better stuff? Probably, but I don't, honestly. Not that I don't have the effort to do it. It's just like, I love the people that I work with. I like the things that I do. I love doing what I do. And honestly, I also have information that, like, I don't think any people know about, and ways that the building works. That's kind of, what's the word? Like, just know the quirks and ins and outs of the building, or of the operation, you know? Now, other people don't. I would say it is time for magic packs. Like, gosh, I don't know. I'm sweating in this thing, though. That means it probably should cool off, right? Yeah. Oh, speaking of the stuff at work, today too, or yesterday, I got not forklift certified, but I'm able to drive a forklift and operate a forklift, or electric pallet jack at work. I'm able to do that, or stuff, akin to that. I am able to do that. I'm authorized to do that. I went through training. Like, I'd have to put some hours to get some, certification to be able to do that, to be like a certified forklift driver. But like, hey, I have a card for it though, which is pretty neat. If I could be, technically I'm already certified with the amount of hours that I've had in a scissor lift. I am basically just scissor lift certified. Like, brother, I could just go. In a scissor lift, you catch me in one of those, I'm already know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I probably spent like an hour today in one. Actually, no. I probably kind of, actually, now that I think about it. But like, I'm like, the amount of recommended time to be certified is like 30 hours. I have like 300, like, I probably have like easily like 1,000 hours on it at this point. Probably. Actually, let me do the math. Probably not 1,000. Maybe though. Because like, how much is 524,600 minutes? Oh, that's not a calculator. Maybe I pulled up the calculator. 60. So there's, honestly though, with how much time that I've been working at this place, I feel like I probably have somewhere near and or around 1,000 hours in a lift. So yeah, I think I know what the hell I'm doing in a scissor lift. So, just saying. But now it is time to transition over to magic packs. Let's get into that. You already know what's up. Yeah, maybe this week or whatever it's the pre-release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but we got 3 packs. You know what? Fuck it, 4. I have some extra packs, so why not? I mean, I was planning on like getting another box of this because, like, brother, I'm not opening that shit. Like, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set on paper has some good stuff. I'm gonna like talk about it while I'm opening the packs or opening the seals. But like, they have some good cards and like good things in the whatever. But like, I just don't feel it. I just do not feel it, and it just does not feel like a good set to play. I skipped Spider-Man, and I feel like this is the exact same thing. Not to go like, oh, the universe is beyond, old man shaking fists at cloud. But no, this is the exact like, this is, like, I just don't feel it. I don't feel it. I know they're closer, but like, when you have 17, like, and I'm exaggerating, when you have like 17 different versions of Leonardo on a card, and that's not even saying like ones that he is not named on, like, outright, like, that's saying a lot. And of course I think I already said I was exaggerating, but whatever. But like, it just seems very bloated, and for a thing that they wanted to do, just do like a fucking secret layer. Just do like a Fallout deck. Just do a couple of decks. They could have done it, I think, maybe. To like a Shredder and enemies things, or a mutate deck with some fucking mutant. It would work, and then you can reprint cards from the Fallout deck into it. Like, am I stupid? I don't think so. I hope not. First pack, Spiral into Solitude. Prideful. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna skip through some of these, and get to the uncommons, please. In-play entrance. Unwelcome Sprite, Burden Stoneback, and then we got Winnowing. It is 4 and a white for a sorcery with Convoke. For each player, you choose a creature that player controls, and each player sacrifices all other creatures they control that don't share a creature type with the chosen creature they control. That's pretty cool. Ooh. And then Sinar, innovative first year, 2 and a is it? Legendary creature, Goblin Sorcerer, 2/4. With Vivid, at the beginning of your first main phase, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X non-land cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. For each of those colors, you may exile card of those colors. You may exile card of that color from amongst the revealed cards. Then shuffle. You may cast exile card this turn. It's not incredible, I would say, but whatever. Foil Gold Metal Nomad, and then a Swamp on the end. I get to the commons. We got Water Wine Farewell, Kithkeeper, Lenimalesk. Yeah. Imperfect Intimidation. And then we got Marlin, Fey Ascendant. She's a 2 and what's it called? Mardu? No, not Mardu. Frick. I can't remember. Black, green, blue. It's weird that it's in that order. It should be blue, black, green. In my opinion, I don't know. Technically, for an elf, legendary elf fairy noble, that's a 4/5 flying, and when Marlin or any other elf or fey fairy you control enters, exile the top 2 cards of target opponent's library. Once each turn, you may cast a spell with mana value less than or equal to the number of elves and fairies you control from among cards exiled with Marlin this turn without paying its mana cost. It's pretty cool. And then foil Noggle Robber and a Fuller Island. All right, let's get to the Schmeat and Schmados. We got a Shrine Striker, a Flock Imposter, Liz Alana, I can't remember, Lasting Tarfire. Oh, we got a Bitter Blue Bearer. It's a black for a Fey Rogue, a 1/1 flash flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose a life, and you create a 1/1 blue-black Fey creature token with flying. Hell yeah, Bitter Blossom on a stick. Then we got a Nameless Inversion for the foil, and a Plains for the land. Heck yeah. Man, I can't mess with this set. I don't know. And that was one of the ones I was originally going to open anyway, so. And then last pack. Excuse me. We got a Hovel Hurler, a Vine-Breaded Brawler, Warren Torchmaster, a Nightmare Sower. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Eardew? This is the second one of these from this box. I like no shit. This is the second one of these that I've gotten. A second one in a row, honestly, for back-to-back Mystics too. That's crazy. Foil, we got a dagger, a knife, and then we got a Plains. You gotta be kidding me, though. You gotta be kidding me. Seriously, back-to-back Mythics? On God? What? I can't miss with this set. I don't know what it is. I literally just got done saying, like, I can't miss. I just can't. with this set. And I think it's also part of where I got the box. I got it from the place that I usually get good boxes from, so that could be it too. Not that like they get good boxes intentionally. No, like it's like a luck thing. It's just a weird just like superstition luck thing. I always get good boxes from them. Like, no, I didn't rip that then. Did I rip that then? No, that's a different one. I was thinking I opened a double masters that was like that was really good, but I don't think that was then. I don't think that was there. Well, maybe I did. I'd have to look at my TikTok to even see if I did. But like there was, yeah. I'm gonna get over the magic stuff, but like, I don't know. I did do a lot of work to clean up with it because like I have a lot of cards, man. It's only gonna get bigger. I tell you though. I do love doing this. I love collecting. I love playing. No, was this the one that okay, I think this is the one that I got like. Oh no, this wasn't one that I got. Okay, it was a different pack. I did put it on TikTok though. I did put it on TikTok. I opened at home. It was really good. It just has a double masters collector pack in it. I got Ramen 6 and then Ulamog in like a weird etched foil. That was really cool. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a really good pack. But like this is also fucking crazy too. Like, goddamn. Mythic Lyric is real. Is Mythic Lyric in the room right now? Yeah. You already know. I was talking about like the Miracle on Ice and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy to think about like weird. I've tried it. Okay, so I've tried. I should back up. So, let me take a drink, and then I will start where I was talking about. So earlier on, I was mentioning about like the Miracle on Ice and stuff like that. That my dad betted on that game, and it's true. He like bet like I don't know, like $200 in the 1980s or something like that, or won like a shit ton of money from that. It's weird. You know, it's very weird. Someone like not even like for my own dad, but like feel like it's a universal thing for like dad lore drops. I feel like these technically are those, just like very delayed and said before, you know? Because I feel like at some point, like say maybe 20, 30 years in the future, like if I have kids and they like listen to these or watch them or whatever, they'll gain a lot of information from it. There's a lot of just like, really? You got flipped? Hillary Duff flipped you off one time? I was also a kid. I was also part of a tourist bus, so honestly, made sense. In Beverly Hills. Yeah. Man, it's crazy to think that when I was in Hollywood, or in LA, I love LA. The last time was when the movie Hot Rod was being promoted. Man. Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans. Man. That just made me think of like side tangent. It made me think of like Andy Samberg and stuff like that on SNL. And I just remember going to my when we first moved up more back to Minnesota, we would go up to my grandparents' townhome, like all the time, and on Saturday, on like the weekends, and we would always watch Saturday Night Live there, always, and it was like some iconic, like I can't think of any of the episodes offhand. I just remember like watching on this old TV, turning it off, whatever. The old, like the infomercials that come immediately after, just like going to bed after midnight in like this like cot, like inflatable cot. But it also had a blanket, but it was Pokemon themed. I love that thing. It was so cool. But like I used that whenever I was over. But they also had like an inflatable bed that they put out in the living room whenever, we would come over. It was awesome. Man, I do miss them. I do miss that townhome. We're not going to get that Saturday. Although I could tell sappy stories about like, fuck it, we're doing it. Like, this is my dad lore drop. Like when I was I've already taught, I know I've already said this on the show itself, but when I was a junior and senior in high school, or, the summer of my junior and senior year of high school, I would, during the summer, sometimes, would I do it during the winter? I don't know. Well, on Monday nights, I think they did quit during, like, school season. I can't remember if they did or not. But I remember Monday nights going, like, driving all the way up through the cities and going to, like, Falcon Heights. And there was, like, this church where a bunch of horn players would come together, called Twin Cities Horn Club. I don't know if they still do it anymore. They probably moved, or if they still do it. And this was obviously, again, before COVID, and I feel like because it was filled with people from all ages, like kids that's just started to people that have been playing it for 50, 60 years. And I feel like some of the people that were playing are probably not here anymore. Hate to say it. Just because, also COVID. This is pre-COVID, so hard to say if it's even going anymore, but yeah. And also it happened around a very crazy time too, because like with all the BLM stuff going around, that like it was a hot area too. But yeah, like the comic slash card shop there, around there, the source, like like I can't remember exactly what it was, or there was one of the main talked about incidents during that year. Was it 2015, 2016? I can't remember exactly which year. Just happened down the road from it, like literally down the road. It was insane. That's a good dad lore drop. But why it ties back to like my grandpa's and stuff like that. Because obviously I don't know if it was because I took Mondays off. I don't know what it was. I would go up there to more or less stake it out, because driving in rush hour traffic is such a pain in the ass, especially on a Monday afternoon. Like getting on 35W, that's at the split, might as well just put it in your mouth and pull the trigger. I'm gonna be honest. Like you're going like that whole strip, you're just there. You could be spending an hour, 2 hours in that. I can't do that. Not anymore. And well, not I just do not want to do that. It's insufferable. Uh, what was I? But no, what I would do is I would go up to my grandparents' house, townhome, and spend the day with them. And I remember this is my, it's going to senior year and then after senior year, because I remember getting a birthday card from them, and I still have it here. Let me go get it real quick because I might tear up. Not this one, not this one. It's this one. It's definitely not that one. Is it this one? Let me check if it's this one. Yep, I found it. Give me a minute, because I don't even know what this one is. What the heck is this one? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Let me get it, keep it ready. So this was the exact card. It's just one. Obviously, it had money, but in the card, it's hope you have a sugar cramming, music jamming, underlined too. Favorite stuff you can't get enough of kind of day. Have fun. And then under it, it says, love you very much. Also, we miss you on Mondays. Hope to see you soon. That was when I was at college. I remember getting that one. I was tearing up a little bit. I don't think I actually. That was probably pretty. Because when did Eddie die? When did Eddie die? Probably before that. So yes, I probably did. Because this is even more Lord Drop. Holy shit. So I don't know what it was, or I emotionally stunted myself for a longest time. The manly thing is, oh, do not cry because men don't show emotion or whatever. I just didn't cry. Like, obviously, I knew, like, oh, yeah, it's all right to do that. But, like, I just didn't. Kind of for reasons, like, I feel like a bit of it was because of shit that happened in junior year that kind of self-isolated, so I had to just focus on my craft and just kind of not really focus on social stuff, which sucked, but whatever. It is what it is. But when I got to college and one of my childhood dogs, Eddie, I can't tell you exactly what breed of dog he was. He was a pug Boston Terrier mix. Even the people that we got from didn't really know exactly. He was something. But he died. He passed away shortly after I got up to college, and I just remember we had to put him down because he got like an injury. I think it's because my parents visited or something like that. I don't remember what it was. Or they left for like a night or something like that, and he fell in a little one of the air vents, and he got a scratch from it because he did that. Couldn't really tell you how he did it, but he was just not going to heal from that situation, and he wasn't eating, and he knew it was his time. And I just remember sitting around with friends in Keezy, no less, in the lunchroom. And I know exactly I knew the time that it was going to happen. And they, for whatever reason, I don't know to this day, and I'm grateful for them for doing this, had a moment of silence. And I'm eternally grateful for that. Absolutely necessary and kind of stupid, to be honest, but it was nice of them to do that. It was very nice. Yeah. See, I'm doing my dad lore drop shit right now. I'm in my dad lore drop era. To my future kids. Ooh, let me tell you, I don't know if there's like a good story that I can really tell to them exactly and directly if I can think of it offhand. It's like that, you know what? It's like dad lore drop stuff. It's stuff like the show that really does that is literally that is just How I Met Your Mother. This is just How I Met Your Mother, but as a fuck. God damn it. You're kidding. This is just the same thing. But even more long and drawn out and leads to nowhere. And boring. Little more boring. Damn. I need to bring a guest on here. At some point. Again. Sooner. Because like when was the last time I had a guest on here? I know it was obviously my girlfriend, but I don't remember when the last time it was. I could, you know what? I have technology. I can look this up. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know I have the technology to look this shit up? Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba-ba-boop-boop-boop. Guess one. What is this one? No, nope. That's not what I wanted. Oh, you know what? I could just pull it up on this way. Okay. 162. What episode are we on? 174. 12 episodes ago. Actually 175, so 13. Yeah. Well, then again, for a lot of the first episodes and stuff like that, I didn't really have anyone, so whatever. Are we out here? Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm trying to think of something else, if there's anything else. But no. But the whole reason I thought about this, like, weeks ago, whenever, like, my sister got hit with a dad lore drop that I feel like it's like one of those things that I've heard, like, kind of in passing, but, you know, you don't really pay attention or don't connect the dots. But it was like one of the first real things out of like training or whatever, something like that, on his like a deployment or something like that my dad did. He was at the site of a famous massacre. So it's like, oh, fuck. But, you know, you don't know that until, you know, history writes it. But it's like, huh. Wow. And I also forget which one it was. But, like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I was at this. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh. What the fuck is this thing about NVIDIA? Hold on. Oh my god. Breaking news. 1 second after I check out what this thing about NVIDIA, whatever the hell it is. Hold on. What the? Okay, hold on. Give me a freaking minute and it's gone. I don't even see it. Whatever. So what I was saying is that literally, like, give me a minute. Hold on. I had the information I was about to say. Like 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago. Well, technically now about 4. Smiling Friends is done. Or 2 episodes left, but Smiling Friends is done. The show, damn. Like, it's good for them that they're able to, like, walk away from a project without it getting the drag through the mud Rick and Morty. And just not becoming a shell of what it once was, and you know, like with the content that we've gotten from that show, from the work of it's just like you can't get this shit again. And I feel like it the way that it is now is special. It, like, even this last season, or season 3, wrapped up a lot, like, did pay off a lot of things that like were mentioned in past seasons or something like that, and just like had a lot of arcs that, or storylines that are just like, yeah, they may not be important to the episode, but like people were asking about whatever, this or that, or you know, give us a story for this or that, and it like came through, and it told what it wanted to tell. It gave what it wanted to, it did what it wanted to do, and it was just good. And I think the announcement of it earlier tonight, it's not really a surprise, but it's good to know. Like, there's 2 more episodes, or kind of like side little planets or whatever, according to them, like little sideball episodes that they're making mid-season. And once it's done, it's done. That's a wrap. And honestly, like, for that show, how could you make any merch for that? Like, for Charlie, like, with how his face works, it's like a Peppa Pig. It's like, you could make Peppa Pig into like a marketable plushie, but how the hell would you do it? You know? But yeah, kind of good though that it's not getting the Rick and Morty treatment, where it's just getting dragged through the mud, because I feel like there's just so much quality that went into the animation and the art styles, and the amount of work that went into it was just crazy. Just to make it function, it's just nuts. But yeah, let's wrap the episode here. A lot of bad news, but you know, we ended on a weird sour note. But you've been listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael, where you can watch and listen to this live on twitch.tv, where not only you can interact in the chat, you can change how it goes, but you can watch this unedited, blah, 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 blah. And there's an after show, which is just more stream. Yeah. But all the edited episodes are on YouTube. Yep. Melt Alert Original. And on Spotify. But starting at episode 100, unless if I at some point decide that the RSS feed can be the same or something like that, I have no idea. But also on Spotify, you can catch the radio show version of this, where it's just a 5-year anniversary version of what I used to do back in college as a radio show host. And getting closer to the end of that time. And yeah. Kind of wrapping, getting to the later, not really later, but like getting closer and closer to the final stretch of episodes, you know? It's going to be insane. We still got like, I think 2 more episodes until spring break of that year. And then I'll probably like do a different thing for the following episode, because yikers, that was a bad episode. I'm going to be honest, not like in the way that I did that episode, but oh man, I kind of don't want to post that online. That is for me, and for me only, and the people that were listening. What else? Thank you to Grains for the use of the theme song used to it off the album The Call. They just put out their music video for Chaos Brigade on their YouTube page. Still not as great as I'm gonna be blatantly honest. Still not as great as On a Roll or Used to It off the album The Call, which is where this, the theme song is from, if I didn't already say that. I'm pretty certain I did. But I feel like On a Roll, not because I was in the music video, but the song itself is just really, really good. I feel like they're recording stuff probably for another album, maybe this year, maybe next year. But I feel like this one might be really, really good, and I'm scared. It's going to be good, and I'm not ready for it. Like if On a Roll, not On a Roll, if this album that they or Come What May was made in the same way, I feel like it's gonna be really good. I just have a weird gut feeling, you know. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all. I have to really pee. So I'm trying to rush through if there's anything else. Nope, that's it. Thank you guys for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all the other stuff. But look at the time. Oh wait, thank you guys for listening, watching. Yeah, I already said that. Fuck. Sorry. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. So look at the time. It's not midnight anymore, but it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.